Put the powder in the glass. Pour an alcoholic beverage of your choice. I prefer whiskey. I also like to add a little bit of hot dog water to mine. It's just personal. Just find a nice sedentary position. Relax. And stay there. Couch body.
Hi guy flies, how are your eyes? So today is Barefoot Friday. Our guest is going to be on Tuesday. So today we're continuing the contest that we had last Tuesday, which is the movie contest. And we're also going to have special guests who are in the green room with Boney right now. In fact, Blas hasn't even shown up yet. So, I mean, I don't know. Is that going to happen? Maybe Kamala is going to have to send him the link or something. I don't know. Perhaps she will be texting with him. I'm not worried about it. I got a sock on my head, so my head's not going to explode. Let's see who's out there. Guignel is here. His feet are naked. I don't know what's going on with my chat windows lately, but I can see that. Yo, Guignel. Todd Lee is here. Todd, I got a roving report from Todd today, so that's going to be exciting. But first, we're going to have to breathe, of course. Seems that Blas is joining. In through the nose, out through the toes. Music is loud, of course. Hold it. I love that turtle. He's going to bite my head off. Let it go. Tina is here today from rainy. It's raining in Edmonds. Oh my God, it's almost hard to believe here. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Tina, you'll be happy today because I'm going to finally take a visit to the old curiosity shop. Kind of just in my mind because I haven't been there and I don't know. So I was a tiny little youngster. Vernis is here. She's breathing with us. It's so good to breathe. In through the nose, out through the toes. In fact, hold it. Let it go. I might be taking some breathing lessons soon. If anybody knows any place where I can take some breathing lessons, that would be great. In case you're wondering, it's snowing on Snoqualmie Pass. Wow. Rainy Paulsbo. Wow, you guys are all inside today, or maybe you're outside in the rain. I don't know. Getting your phone all wet. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Mike Knox is here. He likes the turtles. I got a great quiz for you coming up. Let it go. We have a lot to get to. First, we have our roving reporter. But before I do that, I want to tell you, this is a background sent to me by Guignel. Blas is prepping his popcorn. Hopefully he's not popcorning this time because popcorning was a little loud last time, I think, right? I don't know. Maybe in the chat room you can tell me. But it seemed like it was loud stuff. Behind me is a train. It's going to keep going by, sent to me by Guignel. But I wanted to tell you that we're going to be having special segments from none other than Jeff Lohman out there in Thailand. And they are going to be he's going on the road. He got himself a motorcycle. Yeah. He got himself a motorcycle. I mean, I've got no comment about that. I think maybe it might be more common where he's going to ride a motorcycle and maybe hopefully he's not going on the freeway or anything. He is wearing a helmet. He has verified that. I got the train sounds going for you. And, but he's going to be journaling doing a video vlog, blog. I don't know what you call it, but he's going to be doing it right here on Lunch Therapy. So we're going to be able to experience Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance through the eyes of Jeff Lohman in Thailand. Also, Chuck Goldsmith sent me this really weird thing.
Meet the Jetson 1.
Have you seen this?
Personal flying vehicle that's not meant
Personal
to solve the
flying
climate
vehicle.
crisis or revolutionize transportation.
Coming your
All
way.
it's meant to do is show you a good time. This is a recreational ultralight EVTOL, which stands for Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing.
Chuck, what is this
Weighs
thing?
190
Is this
pounds,
real?
The frame is all aluminum, and it's powered by
We're gonna
8
be
electric motors.
Flying around in these
Tesla
things?
battery cells give it a flight time of 20 minutes. But what the founders of the company are banking on to pique interest is the flight controls and their simple design. Jetson says no flight experience is required to master flying, and no pilot's license is required.
Oh no.
So what's it like to actually fly?
It was a little bit louder than I expected, but it has a nice futuristic Star Wars kind of sound. Most importantly, it gives you this profound experience of joy.
The Jetson 1 is priced
Sean
at
Flynn.
$92,000 US, and according to the company, they've already taken 163 orders with plans for delivery in 2023. Meet the Jetson 1.
Knox wants
Personal
one.
flying vehicle.
Okay, so this seems like a real problem. You know when those little scooters came out and everybody had scooters and they were driving? Now, this still happens. You see them driving down the middle of the road and the scooters, they don't have a helmet. They're maybe on their cell phone. Maybe they've never even driven a vehicle before. Maybe they've never even been on a scooter before. And here they are just tooling down the middle of the road. And whose responsibility is that when you hit them? I don't know. Definitely shouldn't be the person in the car. But now, what these things are going to be flying around, everybody that has $92,000 to throw away on a flying vehicle, they're going to be flying around in these things. They're basically, if you took like a dune buggy and you strap some drones to it, that would be it. I mean, you know, people think about doing that, but do they actually do it? Apparently they're doing it. I don't know. Tell me in the chat room if you think maybe you're going to get one of those. Some people are nuts. It will when some asshole falls out of the sky onto you. That's a good point. You could be walking along, all of a sudden some guy or some girl comes crashing down into your head. Whose fault is that? I don't know. What can finance it? Yeah, I mean, you can get it on layaway. You can zero it down. You can get it from Cal Worthington. Helium balloons. Did anybody see this thing where David Blaine like hung on to like a ton of balloons and went flying up into the air? I don't know. That's David Blaine though. David Blaine, I would totally trust flying one of these things. Have you ever seen somebody in those little helicopters just flying around on the like way up in the sky and you wonder, are they trying to commit suicide? I don't know. Think of the repo money. I wonder about that movie Repo Man. Has anybody seen that recently? Does it still hold up? I remember it being a great film. All right, now we've got roving reporter Todd Lee is doing some mountain climbing, and he's bringing it back home here to Lunch Therapy.
Good morning. This is Todd Lee.
Is that
reporting
snow?
live
It's snow.
from a crevasse
Right?
in the middle of Mount Rainier. This is a deep crevasse that we're just crossing on our way up to the top. We'll get to the summit in a couple hours. Never mind the trees. Never mind the busy road by me.
Wait a minute.
Just believe we are at the top.
Wait
Mount Rainier.
a minute.
Back to you, Joel.
What was that? What the heck was that? That seemed like I think he wanted us to think that he was like climbing a mountain. I don't know, but I think maybe he was just on the side of the road. Is that snow, Todd? Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, we're still talking about the balloons here. There was a guy, this is a paragraph from Chuck. Chuck has provided a lot of media today, so I'm going to let him take over the screen with his chat here. Just had an episode on Snapped. See, I haven't read this yet, so who knows what I'm going to say here in a minute. So let's see. I just read an episode on Snapped where a man tried to fake his own death. He had the helium balloons take the gun away as he shot himself, but the balloons ended up in the cactus, and he tried to get double the insurance money. They ended up getting nothing. Well, of course they ended up getting nothing. That is the strangest, most convoluted story. Rainier beer. Yeah, maybe that's what he's climbing, some Rainier beer. Oh, I miss those ads, those Rainier beer. Do they still have those where the guys run around with the bottles? Happy Friday. We've got a movie contest coming up. Todd says, yes, snow pile that was there during the big storm in December must be 60 feet tall. That's just old snow, huh? That's a crazy story. That is a crazy story, Chuck Goldsmith. Maybe you can tell us that story in a video. I don't know. The happy-go-lucky person flying drone. There's nothing happy or go-lucky about that. And I think those drones are not real, of course. Actually, true. Just more bills. He just more bills. He already had $60,000 in debt on his credit card, and that's why there's help for him. I don't know where it is though. It's now a glacier, or as they say in Australia, glacier. Yeah. That's yeah. Oh, I hear Kamala in the chat room. Not the chat room, but she's out there. Are you there, Kamala?
No, it's Boney.
Oh, is she there?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt on the show. Don't show the back room.
Is she coming?
Yeah, Kamala's here. Blas is here. We're all hanging out.
All right, good.
Don't worry about it. Keep on with your drones and your.
All right, we're going into wildlife therapy. $93,000. Pre-sale. Wow. It's definitely better than the Johnny Jet Trail. Mammoths are moving on the streets of Cleellum. Saber-toothed tiger and sloth. Yeah, it's becoming... Well, I've got a quote for you all about that soon. These are some dogs. Chuck spied this in his outside his window. These are some suspicious people with suspicious dogs crossing the street. I'm not sure what is going on here. If you notice, there's like a selfie stick, a giant selfie stick. There's a lot of people walking dogs. It might be an advertisement for some dog walkers. They've got patches on. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. But that's pretty cool. I think that's cool. I'm going to come into the screen here in a second. I'm going to come back. I don't know where I went, but there I am.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, did you see me? I totally disappeared because I was watching those dogs. Let's see what Chuck says. I think the dogs are leading the people over a cliff. I got to get the applause. I don't know why it's applauding, but we're applauding the dogs. And Chuck. Holy Boney, Kamala, and Blas. Blas, are you there? Oh, Blas is like muted or something, so that's smart.
Where's Blas? Put Blas on. Put Blas on there.
He's not coming on for a while.
Let's see that little Filipino. What?
I wanted to throw water balloons on the dogs and the dog owners, but I stopped myself. Thank God, Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that wouldn't have been good at all.
Get Kamala on because I'm going to bring her on for the sloth story that's coming up. Because I think
all right. Hey, get out of! Stop staring at yourself, lady. God.
Okay, it's time for the sloth story. All right, get ready, Kamala. Here we go. Sloth time. Okay. So this is the sloth.
Él la detiene y la asfixia con amor cada vez que intenta pasar a su
I'm going to
lado.
turn it down because I can't understand this language. Perhaps you can.
Yo sí lo puedo entender, así que usted sí lo quiere poner.
So
yo
you
se
can
lo puedo
translate.
traducir.
You can translate.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a sloth.
Well, I can't hear it anymore.
All right, let's hear it. All right.
Oh, look at her.
So they found this sloth. He was all burned. Here we go.
Coño, ¿y cómo se va a curar?
Rescatamos a Chewie después de que se electrocutó en un poste eléctrico.
Oh, he was electrocuted on a
Estaba
an
absolutamente
electrical
aterrorizado
post.
y no tenía la idea de lo que estaba pasando.
This is an
He
incredible
didn't have
story.
any clue what was going on. He
Hands
was
are very
totally
burnt.
traumatized.
El veterinario pudo poder curar sus heridas.
O sea, sí hay posibilidades que
Oh,
se
the
salve.
vet helped.
Chuy, te vas a salvar.
Quedó claro que todas sus garras en las patas traseras y su mano izquierda estaban completamente quemadas.
Oh my gosh, he lost all the
Leímos sus
claws
pasiones
on
de
his
ser
back
recuperado.
leg.
Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible.
And they,
Recuperó su
they
fuerza.
let,
So-
Mantuvimos
Look
limpias
at
sus
it.
quemaduras. Lo curamos.
they kept his burns clean and cured him.
Normally, you wouldn't mess with a sloth. You wouldn't take it home or anything. So this is, but they were rehabilitating it.
Finalmente se sintió lo suficientemente
But-
bien como para dejar que pudiéramos acercarnos.
This is on the channel The Dodo, where they have these
Comenzó a seguir
heartwarming
a Chewie con la
stories.
esperanza de poco a poco hacer un amigo.
Continuaba tratando de mantener la calma para que Chuy se sintiera más cómodo.
He's a chill guy. He is a chill dude. We can learn a lot from sloths.
Trató
Just
de encontrar
ask
algo en común con Chuy.
Blas.
¿Cuál quieres? No, tú no se ven.
Si Chuy se comió una planta,
bagel.
Seven intentaba imitarlo.
Beagle.
Oh, that's so cute. The
He
dog would
eats the
try and
leaves.
imitate the sloth and pretend to eat the leaf.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, and then he tried to get the sloth. Oh, he tried to get the sloth to play with his toys.
Su manera se convirtieron en mejores amigos.
And they became best
Chuy
friends.
ahora está más relajado y feliz con Seven a su lado. Y Seven ama cada minuto.
Oh, this is
look
just
at
too
them
much, isn't it?
kissing. Oh my goodness. Chewy's lack of claws means they can't put him back in the wild.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness. Yay!
That's a heartwarming story,
Where's
isn't it?
Blas? Blas is like
He'll be
Chewy.
coming. He'll be coming. He is a little sloth, isn't he? Oh,
He is a little
that's
sloth.
nice.
He
Just
even
Jay
looks
showed
like
up.
him.
Just showed up. My heart. I can't watch burned animal stories.
I know. Oh, it's so tragic what happened to all the koalas in Australia.
Oh my God.
All
yeah.
of the animals in the forests where the things are getting burned. It's horrific.
It is horrific. Okay, so next I've got something that I want to. Last Tuesday on the show, we had a quote from this guy coming up.
My mother sent us that quote from her
Yes.
friend in Venezuela,
In Venezuela, right?
Jorge Giordani.
All right. So here we go. This is important quote. So I looked this guy up, and because he was Hubert. This time I spelled it correctly. Hubert Reeves. Hubert Reeves is an astrophysicist. And I'm sure Just Jay is talking about the sloth, but she would be also talking about Hubert Reeves, I think, because he is sweet. He is an astrophysicist from Canada. He now lives in Paris. He mostly speaks
Yes.
French when you look him up, but he also
Bien
speaks English.
sûr.
And
Oui.
and he had quite a nice quote last time, but we're going to look a little bit further. So this is one thing that he said: if we reduce the 4.5 billion years of our planet to a single Earth day, assuming that it appeared at 12 a.m., then life is born around 5 a.m. and develops throughout the day. Only around 8 p.m. come the first mollusks, 8 p.m. Then at 11 p.m., the dinosaurs arrive, which will disappear at 11:40 p.m. As for our ancestors, they finally land only in the last 5 minutes before midnight and only see their brains double in size in the very last minute. The Industrial Revolution only started 100th of a second ago. What's
My God.
His conclusion is, in the eyes of the universe, we are nothing but tiny and insignificant sparks. I wish I could show the wisdom to not to forget this. And Neil says, we're just about done. Oh no. How does this help? Kamala, does this help you or does it hinder you?
I think.
Does it matter?
I feel like the way it's
Starbucks
phrased is a little bit difficult.
Probably,
in that, how does it know the end? How does it know? So basically, what he's putting the entire human history on a timeline of 12 hours, and
of
yes,
24
maybe
hours.
we appear of 24 hours.
Yeah,
and we appear in the last minute. But what happens after that? How many days are there? Where do we fit into that? How many times does our brain continue to develop, or does it like a spark go out? Yeah. We don't know the answer to that. And it's misleading for him to set it up as a 24-hour cycle, because it could be that this is the beginning of a 100-hour cycle, in that, and maybe humans just appeared at this particular time, but it doesn't necessitate that they go away at midnight. That's an arbitrary number.
I like what Mike Knox says. How many minutes do I have to pay my taxes? Well, the thing is, it doesn't really. Mike,
did you have to
mention taxes? This is the show where
it's like that movie we saw, Everything Everywhere All the Time.
All at once.
It also was about taxes at the end of the day. It was about the metaverse and the parallel universes, but taxes were a main, horror throughout all the parallel lives of this poor woman.
That's a great movie, by the way. Everyone should see it. Okay, I'm going to bring you all back on in a second for the contest. But first, I got to talk about ye old curiosity shop. So, wait, Neil says, fucking astrophysics think they're so smart. Science can only give you what it has at the moment, which is why it changes with new information. And Cappy Adaship says, who pays taxes? I like your attitude. All right, here we go. Moving on, because pumpkins are delicious. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, scary.
It's scary, huh?
I'm frightened.
This is the new segment, Shoulders of Goofiness. And, all right, so, I don't know.
Chewy's back.
Chewy's back. I don't know why Chewy's back. But Hubert Reeves has to go. Hold on a sec. Totally not ready for some reason. But talk amongst yourselves.
Where's
okay.
Blas?
Blas is coming.
Where's Blas?
He's coming. First of all, we're going to talk. This is I don't know what is happening. Who knows what's happening now? This is crazy. Okay. So this goes under the heading. Wait a minute. I better get this going because this better function. All right. No Blas yet. Okay. This goes under the heading of things that you talk about that maybe your spouse is like, oh God, are you going to talk about that again? This is the old curiosity shop.
I didn't say anything about the
Maybe
mummy.
It's a new segment. So I just want to get it out there because something really interesting happened. The old curiosity shop is this place in Seattle, and I don't know how many people in the chat room have been to Ye Old Curiosity Shop, but it's been around. I used to go there when I was a tiny little child. And I, as a child, believed just about anything that you tell me. So this thing had all kinds of wonders, and I was just like amazed at the stuff that they had there. They had shrunken heads. They had the Lord's Prayer written on on a tiny little grain of rice. They had it was endless. And in the back, they had mummies. Yeah. So this guy, so I was like, what is this? What happened here? This guy, Joseph Edward Stanley, who was clearly would have been a believer, or perhaps he would have been a hummingbird, but he started this thing. He was a guy who came from Steubenville, Ohio. Yeah, and he moved to Seattle. And what he did is he had a grocery store somewhere along the lines, and it got so crowded with his stuff because he was a collector of things, of curiosities, right? And so much so that you couldn't even find the groceries anymore. So what they did is he moved to Seattle, and he decided he was just going to start a place that was just a curiosity shop, and he named it Ye Olde Curiosity Shop, which is anything that starts with Ye Olde, I'm in. I'm totally in. The only thing I wish about this is that it ended, that he spelled shop SHOPPE. That would have really put it over the edge. But Ye Olde, I mean, anything Ye Olde is
Even
awesome.
Ye Olde pizza?
Ye Olde pizza, Ye Olde. What's something that I don't like? I don't know. There's not a lot of things I don't like. Broccoli? I kind of like broccoli. Anyway, this guy, Joseph Edward Stanley, here he is. There's the original Ye Olde Curiosity Shop. He actually named it. Does anybody know in the chat room what he named it after? Because there is actually a book called not Ye Olde Curiosity Shop, but The Curiosity Shop. And let me just see what people are saying in the chat room. Unfortunately, only poor people know what taxes are. It's so true. Not as a child, Joel. There's a picture of you next to the word gullible in the dictionary. Yeah. You know, when I was maybe I was in junior high school, people used to say, call me, they would say that I was naive. Can you believe it? And I didn't even know what the word meant. I had to look it up. And then I was shocked. I was totally shocked to realize that that's true. Ye Olde Bar. Yeah, Ye Olde Bar. And if there was a place called Ye Olde Bar, I'd go there. Especially if they spelled bar B-A-R-R-E. Then I'd go for sure.
Well,
tax man.
That would be a ballet studio.
You're right. Ye Olde toe fungus. That's so true. That's not likable. Very cool place. My husband's close friend used to be the manager there. Oh my God. Well, don't tell him.
Joel, that's Captain Pickles.
I don't think it sounds old. Old is good.
Old is the new young.
Old is the new young. Okay, this is what it looked like back in the day. He had like a big whale jaw out in front. This was like in the late 1800s, and it was actually a Native American trading post. In fact, a lot of the famous chiefs, like Chief Joseph, went there, and it was a very popular place, right? And so he also had the biggest collection of Native American art in the city. So there. But in the back.
Well, tell us about the mummies, Joel. The mummies. Get to the mummies.
I'm going to get you on the screen here because I really want you to really understand this in a kind of a meaningful way.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, just a second.
Oh, Lordy.
I know.
Is that why you don't like me to call my poor mother Mummy? Because you have some sort of problem with mummies because of your Ye Olde Curiosity Shop fixation?
Maybe. Okay, so this is the question. So first of all, I got a confession to make. I did shoplift here once, and I was not. It's the only time I've ever shoplifted, unless you count squeezing the fruit pies and hauling ass, which is was a kind of a pastime of ours. But what happened is I didn't do it on purpose. I was so enamored with the curiosities that I picked up this rubber cat, bendable cat that they had there, and I forgot I had it in my hands. Honest to God, I forgot I had it in my hands. And I walked outside, and my whole family was like going across the street, and I realized I had that thing in my hand, and I remembered this.
There's Boney.
Right. In the curiosity shop is a hanging Boney. And on the sign, it says, Sonny Stubbs, we have hung 17 shoplifters. Don't be number 18. Yeah. So that's when I looked at the bendable cat, and I was like, what do I do with this? And I thought, I don't want to end up like Boney, like Sonny Stubbs. So I went over to the side of the thing where the water, railing that looked over the water, and I just dropped it in the water. Yeah. But did you get caught?
Oh,
right.
That's a strange.
Thank God I didn't get caught.
response. You did not. So you didn't return it, and you didn't keep. Joel has mummy issues. You didn't return it, and you didn't keep it. You threw it out. That is so weird.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to go back in there. They'd be like, well, sorry, you did shoplift. Technically, you walked out with it. And then they just string me up there.
They'd say, thank you for being an honest young man. And you're obviously on the right track. And
apparently I was very gullible, but I did not trust the world. Maybe that says something about me. I don't know. I thought I was going to be Sonny Stubbs' friend. And then, they'd be like, don't be number 19. Anyway, it was a choice. And, with all the heads in there, this is an actual head that they used for medical purposes. This is a head that they cut up, and so doctors could look at the head. And I thought, these are curiosities, right? But I'm thinking they're kind of making it up, right? Hanging bony sounds like hurt and pain. Yeah, it says we want to be there. So anyway, the mummy, I got to get on with this because we got to get to the Lord's Prayer on the grain of sand. And apparently it's true. It is the Lord's Prayer on a grain of sand. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This place was like not kidding. So in the back, there was a mummy. That's the mummy. They call him Sylvester.
Whoa.
The lore was that he was found in the Arizona desert and that he was perhaps, or maybe New Mexico, and he had a gunshot wound. So they thought maybe he got shot out there and then he was preserved. And, I thought, even I, as I grew up, thought, this is bullshit. This didn't really happen. And then they had a woman.
Oh, no.
Sylvester. This is Sylvester and Sylvia in the back of the curiosity shop.
Oh, God.
But what they do,
is supposed to be taking a break from the
they did an MRI on his.
Now we're going into an MRI?
They did an MRI and they found out that's actually his brain there. And that they found out was he is perhaps the most. This is a tugboat made of matchsticks. He is perhaps the most well-preserved mummy in the world. And what happened is he actually got shot, went to jail. They wanted to, they put him in jail and then he died in jail. They preserved him so that they could remember because they didn't even know who he was. And eventually he ended up out in the desert, I guess. And somebody found him, somebody bought him, and then Joseph Stanley bought it, and then now it's in the curiosity shop. All right, let's move on now to the contest. Let's go, because we're going to bring Blas on. I hope Blas is ready. I think he is. Anyway, that's a heartwarming story. They also have tugboats made of matchsticks. They have
a heart shrinking tale.
Fleas and dresses.
For sure.
They have a vampire killer kit. They have the Stoner's coloring book. And they have a female Sasquatch t-shirt there. So please, if you're in Seattle, even if you live there,
I want that shirt.
Stop by the old curiosity shop. It's now moved to another location, but it's still down there on the pier. Anyway, so this has been an episode of Shoulders of Goofiness. Shoulders of Goofiness. Mummy Dearest. Let's see. Boney is hung. At least that's what. Oh, no. Whenever Todd says something, I should read it first. Here we go. Moving on for the contest. I hope everybody's ready because this is going to be a good one.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Blas is coming. Blas, you're on. You're up next.
Through the sand.
Through the sands of time. The sloth mummy appears.
Filipino.
There he is.
There he is.
Come on.
Now he's gonna eat popcorn.
I'm on right now.
I'm doing a podcast.
I'm on TV right now. Mom, come on. I told you 12:30.
Is that your mummy?
Just put it on the TV. Put it on the TV.
Yes.
Yay.
Just put her out in the desert.
All right, we have Blas, Lorenzo, Kamala, Lopez here. We're getting geared up to play round 2 of the movie game. How are you doing? It's great to see you. Great to see you. Haven't seen you in.
Good to see you too, man.
It's been a while, man.
Kamala, what is happening? You are in a flower shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, you look great.
Yep.
I can't wake up like that. You wake up like that, right? Like you're like camera ready, right?
She sleeps right on the road.
You wake up like
sleeps on
5
flowers.
You're
18 hours and a sock over your face that you don't even know is there.
18 hours? Joel.
Yeah. She sleeps 18 hours, and she
Hey,
puts
you
a.
gotta do what you gotta do to get ready.
She
you
puts
know
her
what I mean?
head in a bag of Vaseline,
Rice.
rice with
Oh,
rice.
that's
No,
good.
rice would dry your face out.
Oh, for the moisture.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's just-
That's what I do with the cell phone. Sorry.
Who is the
It's
famous?
moisture, right?
Was
It's the
it
moisture.
Betty Davis or some famous actress used to sleep with?
It was Katharine Hepburn that
Vaseline.
used to put Vaseline on, and she also used to scrub her face with a washcloth
Catherine Hepburn?
really, really hard. Katharine Hepburn, and she had fantastic skin
Yeah.
for until well into her 80s. But I just think that was genetic in her case. But because you should not be scrubbing on your face with a harsh
Right, like she got-
washcloth
Plus, she was always
washcloth and then
smoking. Always
putting
smoking.
petroleum
Right.
jelly on your face to clog your pores. It's a very bad idea.
But she got lucky too because she
But you
was.
can.
She got lucky too because she was white, right? And it was,
Yeah.
white cracks, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah, so she
didn't.
had
Like,
really
good
good
skin genetics,
genes.
apparently.
Skin genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Paul Newman one, right? You know the Paul Newman one where
I've got
he said
Paul
that
Newman stories.
Every morning he would dunk his face in ice cold water.
He'd do more than that.
You know that one
Wow.
about Paul Newman?
You know, he was a friend of my
No, but
friends.
I'm just saying. I heard that he used to do that, and Robert Redford didn't. And look at Robert Redford.
Well,
Whoa. Well,
But-
Paul Newman's dead.
yeah, Robert Redford's still alive. You know,
He's
Paul
got-
Newman.
yeah.
I've got the real scoop on this. He would actually even
Okay,
go
go
out
for it.
in the lake. The
Oh.
lake would be frozen. Oh no! Here we go with the popcorn again. Loud, Blas.
No,
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Slow
Stop
down.
it.
Let me ask you a question.
Go,
Let me ask you a
Joel.
question. Does this earpiece sound okay?
Yes, it sounds
Does my
very
earpiece
nice.
sound okay?
It's
Blas
a-
looks like a
yes,
younger
it sounds
version
great.
of
Okay,
Sam, your
'cause
buddy
it's,
in New
the-
Page
Oh yeah, we
Square.
have a good guy. In
Okay, because I was getting a delay. I was going to switch. That's why. No
Okay.
popcorn. I was
No,
just
no.
gonna
Don't be
Just stay
switching.
put and stop with the popcorning.
So Paul Newman used to get up and he lived in what, Connecticut? Tell your mom
Yes.
that's going to be, there's going to be a contest. She could join
Yeah.
in too. And he would cut a hole in the ice
Yeah.
sometimes and get in the water. He would get in the cold, cold water. Not only just his face, but he put his whole body.
Like in a lake or something?
Yeah, in a lake. And then he would come back and he had a sauna. And he would sit in the sauna and he'd read the newspaper. And my friend Stuart Stern, who's now passed away, he had this contraption that Paul Newman had made out of wire hangers and tape that would hold his glasses out so they didn't get fogged up. And you'd put it on his head and it would hold his glasses out while he read the newspaper in the thing. Yeah, there you go. And you know that?
Wow.
So away from his head that was steaming.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
exactly. Like his face is all steaming and it would steam up his glasses. So he had this weird contraption. It must have worked because I saw it. I put it on my head. It was a real thing. It sounded like a movie prop, which is what's going to happen soon here. We're going to
Paul
have.
Newman.
Yes. Sounds exhausting.
It sounds exhausting.
It does, doesn't it?
Paul Newman reminds me of my Uncle Adam.
Yeah.
My Uncle Adam did that. He would create these contraptions in the house that were like super utilitarian based.
Yeah.
Like he'd have a hanger in the bathroom. Actually, I have one in my bathroom right now. He'd have a hanger in there, and I'd look at it, and it was all bent in a different shape. And I was like, "Why is there a hanger in the bathroom? But it's not a hanger shape, right? It's
Yeah.
just a wire."
What was
And
it?
then my cousin walked in and hung her hairdryer on it, and I went, "Oh,
It was a place
that's
to
where
hang
they
a
the
hairdryer. That's bizarre. Maybe you can
Yeah,
mark
Now
like
we
a
have
like a
hooks,
hook, like a door
you
hook
know?
kind of thing.
Do people
But he
go, well,
made
I
it
wish
out
I
of a
had
hanger.
a place to hang my hairdryer? I guess you do, because always have to wrap up the cord and stuff in a drawer.
He
or
was
something.
he was that guy.
Like the dad on Gremlins.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll tell you too. What else?
Interesting,
He-
like the
you know,
dad
remember the
on
old days?
Yeah.
Remember the old days on
I do.
the hardline
No,
phones?
not at all.
The coil
Don't
wire.
remember.
What kind of phones?
No.
Listen.
Can't remember.
One of you are close to my age, so just pay attention,
Nope,
okay?
I
You
don't
might learn
remember
something.
that.
Okay,
I don't
listen.
remember.
No.
Yeah, tell me about
The
it.
long cord, you used to take it. You have to hide in the closet to be on the phone by yourself.
No, but
And it
phones
used to get
don't.
all tangled up and everything.
Phones don't
My
have
uncle hated
cords.
Yeah.
They don't have
He
cords.
hated that. So he used to tell us to unravel the cord. You have to unravel the cord so it'd stay nice. And his phone cord looked brand new every
Ah,
day,
it's
while everybody else's cord got tangled and messed up, and everybody had to buy new cords. And when I took that with me when I moved to LA. I took that idea with me, and anytime somebody used my phone and they left it all tangled, I go unwind that.
Yeah,
and
because
then hang
otherwise
it
it
up.
just becomes a big
And you're
ball.
like,
That's
"Ugh."
like people with their sneakers. You know how some people are with
Yeah.
their sneakers? Their white sneakers. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
you
Or
know
maybe
what?
headphone
You
cords, although we don't have those anymore.
Don't smudge
either.
them.
Neither one of you do. All right, let's move on because we got to get on to the contest.
Don't smudge them.
I am ready to go. Are you ready to do the contest?
Let's do it.
Oh, we're out of time.
I know. No, we're not. So
Are we out of
wait,
time?
now we've got to do the thing where we have a few seconds for the chat room to guess. So maybe you could
No.
put your phone or your phone cord over your face for 7 seconds. I got a timer for 7 seconds. It's going to be fast. This is going to be fast because both of you can guess, right? When you take the phone off, you can be like, boom. You ready? Got it? Okay, that's what you're going to. So put
ready.
the phone. All right. All right, so let's get into this thing. All right. Now I've got our sloth up in the corner. You can take the phones down for now because I got to, I want to get the chat room thing going here.
Ooh, there's a scoreboard.
Yeah, there's a scoreboard and
Look at you're fancy.
this time I'm going to try and have the chat room live. I mean, if I didn't lose them on the Curiosity Shop or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to have them up here.
Oh, they're going to be on screen with us, you mean?
They're going to be, I'm going to have the chat room. That's the sloth right now. But the chat room, from YouTube. So as little as possible in the way of getting this, little lag as possible. And you can see it, right? This is crazy, but maybe I'm
Yeah,
I
okay.
certainly can't.
I need magnifying glass.
It's
so I
too
can see
small.
it.
Very
Too small.
tiny, and I can't. I'm not wearing my glasses. So
It
let's
might
just
be too
get
small.
on with it.
Hold on, wait
Let's get on
1
with it.
second, 1 minute.
Wouldn't you like to see, Kamala? Don't you want to see? You don't want
I'm
to
going
see.
to do, then I'm going to have to put the other chat.
You wanna
Well,
see that?
I'll be able to see the.
Okay,
thing
here's
will
the
be
other chat.
bigger.
We're going to do the other chat, and they're going to be a little delayed, and you're going to do the phone thing. Okay, here we are. I'm very confused. Danielle is very confused. This is a great panel. Thank you. Make sure never to leave shoes on the ground so you don't trip. Yeah, MacGyver of coat hangers. Okay, so good. We got the chat room going. Let's get it going.
Okay.
Now, put your phone. Okay, so you're going to put your phones in front of your face. And are you phones up? I'm going to say phones up. That's what I'm going to say. Phones up. This will be the new thing. Okay. Here we go. And now I'm going to show it to the chat room. This is a prop from a movie. And the timer is starting now. They got a little extra head start there. And you just name the movie. Name the movie. Name the movie. Okay. Nope. Nice guess, Danielle. Okay, go ahead. Put the phones down. Phones
When
down.
do we look?
Phones down.
Inception.
All right. That's you.
Inception.
Kamala got it.
I said it first.
Let's see.
It's Inception. We're on top of spinning that thing.
I don't know why it
beginning of the
says
movie and at the end of the
1
movie,
plus 1.
and it
Okay.
all wraps around.
Nice. Good one.
Oh,
okay.
you gave it to Kamala?
Yeah, I gave it to Kamala. Inception. Nice. Todd Lee says, yes, Inception. Guignol says, Indy's Whip. Okay, phones up. Next one. Okay, starting the timer. Just name the movie. Phones up still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Something about Mary? No. Nice one, Guignol. Okay, phones down. Phones down.
Willy Wonka.
Oh my
Everlasting
God.
Gobstopper.
You and Todd Lee said Willy Wonka at the exact same time.
Everlasting Gobstopper.
That's right. It's an everlasting. It is the actual everlasting gobstopper, if you can believe it. It looks like it's made out of,
You did it. You did it. Charlie,
plaster.
you did it.
Yeah, Charlie. Exactly. Remember that moment where he put the everlasting gobstopper on the desk and he said,
passed the test.
And he put his hand on it and
Dear
he said,
boy.
What did he say? He said, what did Willy Wonka say
I
when
don't
he
want
put his
anything
hand on it?
that has to do with you.
It was beautiful, whatever it was.
He said,
there he is. Now, this is what we were
You
talking about
did it,
last time.
Charlie.
This is when he comes out and he's all feeble and then the cane sticks and then he rolls. I don't have the video here, but just the picture.
Yeah. This is what Kevin Spacey stole from Gene Wilder.
He stole it? What do you mean? When did he do it?
Yeah. Unusual Suspects.
Oh, he did the same thing. Huh?
Really?
Stealing as an artist
The
is
walk at the
steal
end, yeah.
like an artist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I'm sorry.
Okay, spoiler alert. Yeah, don't
For
say
anybody
that.
who hasn't seen that movie.
Oh yeah, did you just give away the Usual Suspects ending? Wow, it's cold, man.
No, I didn't.
People have had time to watch that movie. Okay, phones up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Phones up. Okay. Chat room. There is the movie object. It is a prop, a very famous movie. You have 7 seconds to come up with what the movie is. Or, you might want to say what the prop is. Oh! Phone's down. Todd Lee got it already.
Ooh. Raiders of the Lost Ark? No.
You got it too.
Shit. The movie with Karen Black? Nah.
Now the chat room, you got it.
Indiana Jones.
It's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
The bag.
Todd Lee said Indiana Jones.
The bag of sand.
Do you think that's
not
like the
Indiana
character?
Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to give it to
Raiders
Blas.
of the Lost Ark is the first Indiana Jones.
I'm gonna have to give it to Blas because he said, and that is the idol. It is known as the fertility idol.
I have no idea why.
Fertility. You have babies.
It has
Have
to
some
be
babies.
absolutely opposite effect.
Remember when he grabs the idol?
Yeah.
Remember when he grabs the idol and he puts a sandbag there thinking it was the same weight?
I love that. Do you remember
then
that? And then the big
chaos.
ball rolls after him,
Yeah,
and then
it's
he
great.
ends up.
The ball. Now always
everybody
remember
remembers
that
that.
part.
Todd Lee says,
Yeah.
"Boo."
I often feel like that.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Greg Wordle
The
got
ball's
it, but he
chasing
got
you?
it later. What's that?
The ball is.
The ball is chasing. You feel like the ball's
I
chasing you?
do.
I do too.
You feel like
maybe
Kamala?
it's the tax man. Who knows?
Don't even talk about it.
Maybe it's
Why do
maybe
you
it's
keep bringing
hanging
it
bony.
up?
You're right. Don't talk about taxes on this show. All right. So here we go.
I thought we were taking a
phone's up.
break from the crap.
We're taking a break from the crap. All right. Phones up. All right. I don't know why it says this, but yes, go ahead, people in the chat room. No, keep the phones up. Chat room. I mean, it says what it is on it. Okay, Todd got that one. You guys can take the phones down.
Well, I mean, honestly,
didn't get a chance.
You're giving them like 25 minutes.
I know. Well, they are the
Yeah,
I think it
like
has to
they
be
give
at
you a
the
little bit of
same
a more
time.
than what
they get
deserve.
some kind
It
of
has
a little
to be at the same.
precedence.
It has to just be like 2 seconds.
Okay.
One,
Pill.
2.
Okay,
and
we're
then
gonna do
we
2
have to
seconds.
look
Blue
also.
All right, contestants, calm down, wild down. Wait, we just want to look at the blue pill and we want to look at the matrix. Okay, and now phones up. I'm gonna give you
You're either taking a leave or you're taking a Tylenol.
phones up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Go, close your eyes. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Phones down.
Oh
shit! Oh, Ghostbusters.
Guignol got
They kept
it.
the ghost in it. Ugh.
Guignol won. Yay, Guignol.
Oh.
What did it say? Dune. Yes, that was a scary
Is that from
box.
Harry Potter?
That is the pain box.
When you stick your hand in there, it really
The
hurts.
pain box.
The pain box.
And you can't take your hand out.
Howard said Jumanji. Todd Lee said Harry Potter. But yes, Guignol won that one. Dune.
Yeah. Oh,
And by the way,
that was actually, I thought that was a good movie. Actually.
by the way, so hummingbirds get a point there.
Which one? Number 1 or the new one?
The new one.
First one or
Well,
new
it was
one?
in all of them, but
The
that
new
was the
one.
box from the new one. In fact, you can buy one at Darth Cleavage.
What?
Pain box, Dune. You can buy one. Hurt your friends.
Huh.
I don't think it actually
What do you
works.
do with it when you buy it?
I'm not going to comment about pain box. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Get in there. Get in your phones. All right. 2 seconds to come up with the movie. 1, 2.
Oh.
Okay, phone down. Phone's down. You got to tell me the movie.
It looks like the
Oh,
an
is
M&M.
it like that?
Todd Lee
was
got it.
Mr. Bob?
Todd Lee got it.
Mr.
Better
Mr.
Off
Bob?
Dead?
Yes.
What is it?
It's called Better Off Dead?
Yeah, do you know what song he's playing?
Better Off Dead.
Do you know what song he's playing?
I
Anybody
don't even know what movie you're talking about because there's not a movie called Better Off Dead.
Healing Vibration says
it's a poem.
skiing movie, and there is skiing in that movie. That's right. Great to see Healing Vibrations here.
That movie.
Yeah, Better Off Dead. And
had all the people from that movie on lunch
exactly,
therapy.
Better Off Dead.
Oh,
We
that
had
was great.
Is that John
Diane
Cusack?
Franklin. Yeah, John Cusack.
Yes.
This is Diane Franklin. She played the French
Diane
girl,
Franklin.
the love interest. And we had
and,
Amanda Wyss.
and Amanda Wyss.
Check out
And
those
that
Amanda
was like
episodes.
a weird little dream sequence or something in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
You're
Everybody
tricky, Joel.
wants
That's
some.
kind of
Yeah,
a
you know
bit
what? I
tricky.
want some
remember now, bro.
too. Yeah, you remember?
I remember about 8 people saw that movie. I remember that. No.
What are you talking about? That was a
super
great
popular,
classic
dude.
movie. If you haven't seen it, please go out and see it in the theaters near you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want my $2.
Classic.
Oh,
Classic.
yeah.
All right.
Have you ever heard anybody say, I want my $2?
I want my $2.
That was a classic. We did a whole week on the show about that. Okay, phones up.
We did a week about it.
Okay, this
Ooh.
is now the movie puzzles.
Yeah, the whole
So-
cast on.
Oh, okay.
Illustrated
Okay.
movie puzzles. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You mean from the book?
Ready?
From
Yeah.
Roger's
Yeah.
book?
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to guess,
Yeah.
exactly from the book. You have to guess.
Ready?
Now, yeah.
Did you
1,
do it?
2. Go
Did you
ahead.
put it up?
Go ahead, Dan.
Put the
Oh.
chat
Fast times
thing
at Ridgemont
away
High.
from there, for God's sake.
I'm trying to. I don't know. It's tough. Okay, chat bubble's going to get small. This game is
there's a
great,
dude
Joel.
drinking,
I
why
like
is this
that.
guy wearing
Yes.
oh
I'm gonna have to look at the.
what is that with this chalkboard? Who did that?
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
kid's
Nails on a
face.
That's
chalkboard.
horrible.
It's like a
Is
like
it the Dead Poets
super-
Society?
Somebody's blowing a whistle.
Is it Bend
No.
It Like
No,
Beckham?
no.
Is it
that's a gym teacher.
Bertolucci's Sheltering
But
Sky?
I'm getting confused by the old man holding the
Give
kid's
us the
arm.
second page.
Okay, second
Marshall.
page.
a
Second
woman?
page. Same movie.
Is that the woman?
This one you're gonna get.
Oh,
Somebody's
shit.
gonna get it.
Jaws.
Free Willy.
Oh, Kamala got it.
oh,
Yay,
kill the-
Jaws. Nice. Howard said Porky's.
Oh, it's Jaws because Orca was the name of the boat.
And remember that leg that like sunk to
I
the
not
bottom
get
of the
that?
floor?
I
Remember
will
that license
never
plate they found
forget
in the
that. Never, as long as all of my life continues.
God.
Do you remember the reference with the man holding the woman's arm with the veil? You know what
Yes,
that
they
is?
were the parents of the kid who got eaten by the shark, and they went up to the sheriff and they were like,
Who died.
"It's your
And
fault."
she came in and was like, "You fight it." Remember that?
Yeah, remember that was.
But
it was
you know what,
tragic.
Joe? I thought that was a boy wearing a veil. It didn't look like a woman. Did not
Well,
look
you're
like a
gonna
woman.
have to take
It
that up
did
with
look
your
like
friend.
a woman. It did
No.
look like a woman.
Really?
Your gender,
No,
your gender
come on.
meter is
The
off.
pic-
I think you need to
Show
go
it
back
again.
to
Show
school
it again.
for
Show it again.
gender
Hold on.
That was a young
sensitivity.
boy.
Don't
Oh,
you need to go to gender sensitivity?
Yeah, you
school.
need to start studying there, pal.
Stop it.
Let's see.
What's gender? What's gender?
Do you think that
What
looks
does
like a
mean?
boy?
What is
Look,
the?
that's
Why
not a
is
woman.
the fingernails? I
That's
didn't
a boy.
understand. Oh,
Come
that
on,
was
people.
when
That's-
the guy
Nails
goes
on a
to
chalkboard.
the town meeting and
The-
does that.
Yeah, remember
I
that?
remember that.
And the whistle, of
Yeah,
course, is the
Robert
shark
Shaw
whistle.
scratches his fingers
Get
on the
out!
chalkboard
Get out! Get
to
out!
get
Get out of the
everybody's
water.
attention.
All right, so that's Jaws. Don't you know?
Woo!
Oh,
Scary.
Just when you thought it was
Scary
safe to go
movie.
back in the water. So that is Kamala got that one right. Boy, Boney.
she
I
did.
wish Boney was keeping score here because
No.
it is now 2-2-3. All right,
Oh,
phones up.
God, the hummingbirds beating
Phones
us.
up. Okay, 1, 2, phones down.
Ugh. The book of the film. This man has a very
Oh,
weird.
Monty Python and
idea
the
of
Holy
movies he's
Grail.
You got it. You got it. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Oh my gosh.
Good. Todd got it just right after you. Of course,
You know-
he had the 2-second lead.
I was gonna watch it. I was gonna watch that the other night, and I didn't because
You
I haven't
didn't?
seen it in like 20 years.
Have you,
You know-
seen that new
I
show
almost
called
watched it last-
Our
like a
Flag
couple
days
Means
ago.
Death? Dude, there's a new show called Our Flag Means Death. Have you
Oh.
checked it out?
That's also it.
It's kind
No, I
of
have not seen it
they're
yet, no.
aiming for Monty Python, and it's set on a pirate ship. It's the guys that did the thing about the darkness. It's the guy that did
Todd said, I
what's
had to
the bunny
type.
rabbit one.
Remember this, Kamala? When you're in the chat room, you say these things too. I had to type, so I had to type it. But, maybe
Well,
Todd will
Todd,
come
just
on.
say it then, Todd. If you know the answer, say it.
Todd will come on the show and play
Todd,
this
just say
game
the
as
answer.
well.
You don't have
He
to type it,
can't
just
say it because no one can hear. That's the frustrating part when
But,
you're doing a contest on lunch therapy and
Well,
they don't put
I
you
can't
in
be
the box.
responsible for that, Todd. Come on.
Okay, it's
Joel is
Come on, Todd.
responsible.
It's 2-3-3, and I think we're probably going to have to. This will be the last one. Phones up.
What?
Yeah, I think we have to do it. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, 1, 2. Todd, you better come up with this one. He's typing. He's typing. He's typing.
Casino Royale.
Nope.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes.
Nope. Todd says crap.
Casino. It looks like Casino Royale.
Jose says he's coming for it for Todd.
The crap's not a movie.
Casino. Nope. Everybody's saying casino. This is okay. Gambler is getting close. I'm going to give you a clue.
James Bond. Is it a James
Oh,
Bond
Todd's
movie?
getting close. Todd's getting close.
What does it say? I can't see that.
Too bad. You're
What does
getting
it
close.
say?
You got it. You almost have it,
Don't be
Todd.
a dick.
Oh, you got it.
The Sting.
Todd
The
got it.
Sting. The Sting.
Yeah, Todd
Jerk.
just got it just before you did.
I said the
People are
Sting.
blind, and he's withholding.
Well,
the
you shouldn't
clue.
see
I
the
love
clue.
blind. I think that, I
can't-
can't see that, Joel.
Okay, that
I
merry-go-round.
said the Sting.
But you're not supposed to be able to see.
He said it. He said the Sting.
If you can't,
Did you?
yeah,
I didn't hear
it's
you,
the
but
Sting. If
I'll
you
back you up.
can't read the chat room, that's a good thing because you can't cheat that way, right?
You kept saying there's a
see the
clue.
chat
There's
room.
a
What
clue.
is- what
So
is
why
that?
would
Where's the chat room?
The chat
Is it-
room's
is it
now.
that blue thing.
the
in there?
little
Yeah, it's the
box,
blue thing.
That little box.
Even with my glasses, I can't see that shit.
Oh, I know. Sorry.
I don't have my glasses.
But we're gonna have to get more screens for this
I
show. I
love
guess
that movie.
we're gonna have to. Maybe
love
there's
that
some
movie.
way
I
in
love that
the
movie.
chat room.
My dad really liked that movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
All right, just
Classic.
do one more, Joel.
All right,
Just
one
do
more.
Great
And
movie.
I don't want to wait. I just want to look at it at the same time.
Blas has
'Cause how long
to.
does it take?
Yeah, you know what, Joel?
To write
Yeah.
in Sting?
Kamala,
Joe,
you
for
get on the
God's- Joe,
screen,
you-
and now all of a sudden you don't
do
want
the
to delay,
countdown.
right? You don't want to
All right.
delay. All right.
But
So here
Joe,
we go.
you can do the countdown.
'cause
and
I
you
wanna
go
win,
3, 2,
obviously.
But you don't say look, and I'm still holding my phone.
All right. So I have to
Like,
say look
I don't
too.
know when
Okay.
to put my phone down.
Okay. Don't, Kamala. Your phone is not.
Well,
up
I don't
your-
know that's what you're doing. You just stop talking, and then I look.
Okay, everybody, look at this one. This is going to be a fast one. 1, 2, look. Oh, I gotta move the chat box.
Move the goddamn thing.
Something's in
for
the way.
Christ's sake.
Come on, people. Come on, people.
What is that? Why has he got a tripod with the? There's a gun, and then
The Godfather? The Godfather?
It's Jackie Chan. It's Jackie Chan and.
We're saying The Godfather.
It's
Rambo.
Rush Hour? Rush
No.
Hour?
It's a well-known film.
It's a Chinese. It's a Chinese restaurant. It's in New York. Godfather 2.
Next one.
Is it the one? No, it's not that one.
Show the next thing.
Goodfellas.
Yes,
Cocaine.
you got it. Goodfellas.
Kings in New York.
Goodfellas.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, Goodfellas.
I guess that's got to be the end. Looks like the hummingbirds won.
Wait,
What?
I got it right.
Yeah,
But,
you got 3.
If you
Camel has 3.
add me and Blas together,
You don't. It doesn't
then
work that
we
way.
won. If it's like people in he's drowning out.
I like
my
Healing
voice.
Vibration says my patience is enormous.
Drowning off my voice.
I just got a great compliment. That's why. Healing Vibration
So
says my patience
envious.
is envious. I thought he said enormous, but I like envious. Envious is good.
I know. I thought he said enormous too.
I think that if Blas and I were
listen.
a team
Yeah.
and the
Kamala,
hummingbirds were a team,
Kamala.
then we would have won.
Okay, you win. Todd says, okay,
Kamala,
you win.
They have to type and we don't. So
Yeah, they
I
have to
mean,
type.
you
They're
know.
like way behind.
I would've
was
beat all you
thinking
guys.
there should be another
beat all you
way.
guys.
There
There's
should
gotta be
like
another
a
way.
phone
Was
number
judging fairly.
where they can shout things.
Or what if there was like a,
You know.
I don't know. There's got to be another way. But anyway, we're getting closer to being able to play this
What
game.
about this, Joel?
Well,
Joel,
anyway.
Joel, what about this? What
Yeah.
if Kamala and I, or whoever's live, would have
Yeah.
to type? Maybe that would be fair.
Have to type in the chat room. Ooh, interesting.
Ah, like
No,
on Jeopardy,
us who
they're
are live.
live
We'd
and
have
they
to type
still have
too.
to write it down at the end.
Right,
Yeah,
you'd have
like,
to chat in
everybody would
the
have to
chat
do the
room.
same thing.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
You just put it
But
up.
wait
we
a minute,
could be
wait
live.
a minute.
We
We
could be live,
can't
but we'd
be
have to
on
type
the
to get
show
it in
on
before everybody.
YouTube and because of the sound, it
Just
would be a nightmare.
pop out the chat.
And turn off the show.
Turn off the sound or
Is
whatever.
that
Anyway, we got to move on to this dance break.
turn the sound-
This has been a fantastic
okay? Ow.
contest. Thank you both for playing. Was I yelling? Yeah, I think I was.
No, my ears hurt from being squished by these big earmuffs.
Okay, now I've got an announcement to make because this guy that I'm going to show you now is a musician in the dance break, and both of you are going to be there and you're going to dance. This guy is going to be. His name is Mike Massey. He's an amazing musician and singer, and he's going to be on the show on Tuesday, live.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So I just found him
nice.
recently.
Mike Massey.
Is he gonna sing live?
What's
Joel?
he do? What's he gonna do?
Will he sing live?
Ooh, give Blas a coconut cream pie.
Todd's taking his keyboard and going home. Chuck says they'll use a